oneBURGH Tonight is a comedy show. Laughs, chuckles, Pittsburgh fun. Remember fun? Remember?
100 plus trees around Acrisure Stadium will be removed in order for the NFL Draft staging area to be built.
Hey, did you hear the great news? The NFL Draft is coming to Pittsburgh right here.
Yeah, and with the first pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Shredder selects Jeremy the Tree.
Wait, the Shredder? Jeremy's dead?
Yeah, the good news is he's now mulched for the Northside 7-Eleven. He's close to the stadium.
Oh no, but all the homeless people will pee on Jeremy.
Dude, he was outside Heinz Field for 20 years. Every Steelers fan has peed on him at least once.
Is that why R. Kelly's a Steelers fan?
No, that's why your mom is an R. Kelly fan.
Dude, not cool. My mom just got tossed in a shredder. Too soon. I'm really bummed out. Jeremy was so excited about the draft.
Yeah, right up until he got ripped out of the ground and fed into a shredder.
I'm going to start leaking sap. Hey, I just thought of something. Maybe we'll get to meet Steelers players.
Yeah, like Rod Woodson.
Oh, yeah, Rod Woodson. I like him.
It's a joke, like a play on words.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not in a laughing mood right now. My brother was just thrown into a shredder and I watched him die.
He has a purpose now. A janitor will use him to cover vomit in an elementary school.
I feel like we're about to get ripped out of the ground.
Faster than Antonio Brown leaving Mother's Day brunch.
The city said they're taking us out. Big things that don't move and slow down progress have to be removed.
Which is interesting because they did just re-sign Cam Hayward.
I just heard the chainsaw. This seems so violent.
This must be what it feels like running into Mark Sanchez in an alley.
Hey, Tree. What does it feel like when the chainsaw gets us?
You'll be hurt, confused, and foggy until you fall apart.
Wow. So like every football player from the 90s? I hear the chainsaw's coming. I guess we're going to die.
Look on the bright side. We're the first pick in this year's draft that's going to get cut.
Oh my God, we're just like Kenny Pickett.
My I don't have a never mind.
From Pittsburgh, it's oneBURGH Tonight. Tonight's guest, Brian Hess. The Screaming Lady, featuring Ryan McBride, Jordan Allen, Sean Donaldson, Lonzel Petrell, Steven Sims, Reverend Dasher Rocket, and a prepared dish by Private Chef Frank. And now, from the Shenderovich and Fishman Studios, it's oneBURGH Tonight.
It's all going down.
And here's your host, Brian Carothers.
Welcome to oneBURGH Tonight. Welcome to the internet. I'm your host, Brian Carothers. We have a great show. Brian Hess, the Screaming Lady, Chef Frank, Ryan McBride. It's going to be a great show. Welcome back to oneBURGH Tonight. Now, Pittsburgh is getting ready for the 2026 NFL Draft. Yes. Have you heard about it? That's where 750,000 people scream at a person on stage who has CTE. Ooh, watch them scream. And they wear a new hat that is unnecessarily tied on their head, and they hug a person that might be their math teacher from high school, but since they never went to class, they really have no idea. Just watch their eyes literally jump out of their heads. But no matter the athlete or the team, there already has been a selection in the 2026 NFL Draft.
Here in this area is where the NFL Draft stage will sit. But in order for that to happen, many of these trees here will have to come down to make room for the NFL Draft.
100 plus trees will be removed to make their way for the NFL Draft Theater, which is kind of a hilarious name. The closest thing the NFL has to theater is one of their players in court asking for a lighter sentence. I did community service. Next time on NFL Theater, if the glove fits, you must acquit. A throwback. Okay, that's out of line. OJ jokes, let's just say, are un-American. OJ was found not guilty by a group of his peers. Case closed, and he's dead too. Right now, he's in hell telling Hitler and Dahmer about the day the jury got it right. But the NFL draft will come and go, and the city will put the trees back and hopefully make tons of money. That's what the draft is all about, right? Money. And we need it, baby. Homeowners heard they could get $100,000 for their house. We built homeless shelters, stages for draft-related activities. We need that money. The city is hurting bad.
Mayor O'Connor is basically saying the Gainey administration has left the city in the lurch, and he now must make $30 to $40 million in cuts just to keep it solvent.
We knew, taking this job, that we were going to walk into a situation where we would have to tighten our belts. But the reality is much worse than we thought.
Yes, Mayor Corey O'Connor. He's worried that the city is facing a $30 million deficit, but honestly, does this look like a guy that's worried about money? Whoa, Corey out there throwing candy like it's his job. Now, they weren't the big bars, and the bag was Fun Time brand, but he still was feeling it. It's like Roger Goodell whispered in his ear, "I will save all of this. Throw candy, boy. Throw candy." Not one warning about razor blades or LSD. Throw the candy. And why is Goodell the devil? I don't know. Okay, Corey knows that even though we're underwater, the draft will save us. Even if the draft is underwater, and I don't mean metaphorically, I mean physically, like Mel Kiper Jr. is breaking down quarterbacks from a jet ski.
An hour ago, more steps are covered, and the steps that are underwater, you would usually walk down to go see the fountain, and clearly no one is doing that today.
That clip was from 2024, like not that long ago, like 2 years ago, because this is Pittsburgh. April doesn't mean spring. It means rain, wind, snow, and one nice day just to gaslight you into cleaning furniture and bringing out a rug. 9 layers of spring in Pittsburgh. 8 of them include rain or snow or meteors.
A large meteor was caught on camera falling to the earth just this morning.
Yes, this doesn't hurt the draft, but a meteor appeared over Pittsburgh this week. 6 foot wide, 7 tons. It's like your high school girlfriend could fly. And it scared everyone. Scared everyone. Was it Iran, Russia, space junk? Nah, just science stuff. But you don't know anything about science. The only time you went to the Science Center was to see a documentary about football in Western Pennsylvania. 6 floors of science. You can learn everything. Football movie? We're about it, yeah. Now, there is a spoiler alert on that documentary. The documentary about football in Western PA starts with your dad screaming about legacy and ends with you getting a GED. Sorry, spoiler alert. So, could the draft be underwater? Pittsburgh gets like 4 inches of rain in April every year. 2024, 6 inches in 2 weeks. The rivers normally sit 18 to 20 feet. At 25 feet, flooding starts. So we're one bad stretch away from, should we have built the stage literally at the lowest point in the entire city? Was the bathtub of 376 not available? And by the way, if you have a part of road in your town known as the bathtub because of endless flooding, money should be spent there immediately instead of a stage where NFL mascots and cheerleaders twerk in front of Ronnie Lott and little kids. Now, people will say, but wait, don't worry, we have them dams. Yeah, we do. We have dams, but they don't help. Locks and dams, built in the 1900s for shipping coal and barges. They keep water levels high enough for boats. They're not flood control. After the 1936 flood, when the river hit 46 feet in downtown Pittsburgh, was wetter than your lunch lady at a Barry Manilow concert, the government, shut up, Barry, the government built a system. 16 massive reservoirs. Entire valleys turned into lakes holding hundreds of billions of gallons of water, and they work. Now, in 2024, according to the Army Corps of Engineers, those reservoirs prevented 6 more feet of water from hitting downtown. 6 feet, that's respect, man. Reservoirs don't stop floods. They delay them. They hold water back until they can't, and then they release it. And You don't get to choose where it goes. You can't say, let's send all that water to Aspinwall or flood a little bit here of every community until ESPN leaves. No, once that rain comes, we are screwed. Gravity already made the decision. It's coming to the draft faster than prostitutes and drug dealers. And if you think this is rare, it's really not. 1936, disaster. 1972, Hurricane Agnes. 2024, the point is underwater. And now we built America's biggest stage at the lowest point in the city that historically gets thirsty. And we're just hoping April behaves. Now, the best case scenario, beautiful weekend, city shines, we look incredible. Worst case, with the first pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Steelers select a lifeguard. Well, everybody knows that Pittsburgh loves shows about Pittsburgh. If there's a documentary about a pierogi, we'd watch it. But apparently someone on our writing staff has decided that that idea hasn't gone far enough. Please welcome back to the show our writer, Sean Donaldson.
Brian.
Hi, Sean. How are you?
I'm well, thanks.
Good to see you.
Brian,
Yeah.
I've cracked the code.
Oh.
I'll be very rich soon, and I'll be quitting this stupid job here at oneBURGH, finally. Okay. Picture it.
We're going to miss you.
Pittsburgh loves Pittsburgh,
Yes,
right?
of course.
Pittsburgh loves shows about Pittsburgh.
Of course.
And Pittsburgh loves KDKA living legend Bob Pompiani.
Oh.
So we combine them.
Don't do this, Sean.
If you love the classical Broadway musical Annie and the legendary sports reporter, you'll love the new musical that ties them both together.
Don't do this.
Pompiani, a musical.
Pompey Annie?
Yes.
Listen, before the lawyers start to circle this building.
Hear me out, hear me out. It's a heartwarming story of a young orphan girl in Pittsburgh, of course, who dreams of one day becoming a local sports reporter. She grows up watching the 11 o'clock news every night, dreaming of the day that she can say, "Back to you guys in the studio."
Wait, that's a line from the musical?
No, no. The opening number would go like this.
Okay. Oh, there's an opening number now.
Well, of course, it's the musical.
Okay, fine.
It's a hard knock life for Pomp. It's a hard knock life for Pomp. Instead of vacations, we get games. Instead of sleeping, we get flames.
Oh, no.
It's a hard knock life. Don't it feel like the Steelers always stalling? Don't it seem like the Pens can't score a goal? Once a slump, don't you want to throw the towel in?
Please stop.
It's easier than calling out the toll.
Sorry, Bob.
No one's there when your highlights get deleted,
Sorry,
and no one cares if the Bucks win if they tank.
Is that it, Sean?
No one dries when your eyes get wet from weeping over bad calls. You'd think this booth would stank.
Oh, Sean Donaldson, everybody. Pompey Annie, the musical. I don't think we're going to see it at the booth.
In the booth, or maybe on the field.
Jesus Christ.
He may be calling out the plays while the crowd goes wild and yields.
Okay.
Maybe he's dancing on TikTok with his wife, Selena, laughing by his side as the views come rolling in.
Sean Donaldson, everybody. Pompey Annie, the musical, is his cracked out idea. Thank you, Sean, for being here. This is so wonderful. Thank you so much.
When the day feels gray and the Steelers choke, I just picture Pomp's grin and that classic joke. Oh, the Pomp will be on tomorrow,
Sean.
so you gotta hang on till tomorrow.
Sean.
Come what may.
Don't do it. Don't do this.
Pompiani, Pompiani.
Sean.
I love ya, Pompiani.
Sean.
You're only a broadcast.
Maybe we shouldn't do this.
Away.
Wow, Sean Donaldson, everybody. Wow, that was really beautiful. I don't know if we'll ever hear that song again. So where does Bob fit into this?
Oh, well, that's the genius part. We approach Bob Pompiani with a simple proposal. Lend us your likeness and your very large bank account, and we produce Pompiani, a musical.
A musical.
It's guaranteed to sell out every
Is
night.
it? I don't know if Pomp will ever do this show. I mean, seriously, KDK would never let him do it.
Well, technically, they already said yes.
Really? And what?
Well, security asked me to leave, but the janitor said he would invest.
Sean Donaldson, everybody. Thank you, Sean.
Bob, if you're watching, if any Pompiani is watching, Bruce, Selena, we just want your money. No, sorry, your blessing. That's the one.
Just send him a DM, Sean. Thank you so much. Sean Donaldson,
Fine,
everybody.
So you don't like the idea. All right. Well, if there's anybody out there from Isley's, how about a new musical called Chipped Hamilton? Chip Top Ham, the founding father of lunch meat. We can do it. It'll be great.
Sean Donaldson, everybody. Thank you, Sean. And listen, there's a better way to settle your debts from Rivers. They come up with these ideas. Sean Donaldson, everybody.
Pompiani, Pompiani, I love ya, Pompiani, you're only a day away. Pompiani!
Don't sue us.
Injured? Why pay another firm 40%? Our fee is only $25.
So what's the difference between a 25 and a 40% fee?
Say this is your settlement of $100,000. Another firm would charge you 40%. That's almost half your settlement. Our fee is only 25%. So you'd get this much more.
Call us at 888-98-TWINS. We've got your back, not your wallet. Вам нужен большой кошелек.
I wonder how much my roof would cost. TVRoofer.com? Wow, that's it, not bad.
TVRoofer.com. 0% financing for 24 months? Sign me up.
Wow, getting a roofing estimate has never been so easy.
Has your roof been on your mind lately? Take advantage of EAS Roofing's easy-to-use roofing calculator.
Power loss? Don't let this happen. Make this happen with a home standby Honeywell generator by Generac from Air Pro Heating and Cooling. Protect your home. Call someone you know. Call Air Pro Heating and Cooling about Honeywell home generators.
Welcome back to That's a Lot. I'm your host, Brian Carothers with oneBURGH. My guest, as always, is Taylor Fournier from Jeep of Pittsburgh. Taylor, did you know that you spend 3 months of your life just brushing your teeth?
That's not enough.
No, that's more than enough. That's a lot. 3 months of your life brushing your... What's your average time on your teeth?
I think statistics show.
No, you.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Happy birthday twice.
That's the biggest lie.
No.
That's the biggest lie ever told on this lot. You do not sing Happy Birthday twice. That's a lot.
Thanks. Welcome back to That's a Lot. Or the ABCs.
Do you feel like that's a lot? Wait, now it's changed to the ABC, so it was in stone.
It's either or.
On God and my children.
As a child.
It's Happy Birthday. Now you said or the ABCs. So
I think it's Happy Birthday twice or the ABCs. And that's enough. That's a lot.
Taylor, thank you for joining us on That's a Lot.
Thank you.
Thank you. Welcome back to oneBURGH Tonight. I'm your host, Brian Carothers, inside the Shenderovich and Fishman studios, alongside the great one, Ryan McBride. Our guest tonight is, let's just say, local media mogul, the creator of One Team Media, Brian Hess.
Thanks for having me, man. It's good to be here.
I'm glad you're here.
I'm glad to be here.
Can I tell you how I first found out who you are?
I'm interested to hear the story.
Yeah, I'm watching just Facebook videos, and I see this thing called the Brian Hess Show. And I was like, who is this guy talking about pavement and leadership? And then I saw it was show number 1900. And it got me instantly, because I'm a consistency is seriousness, right? And so instantly I was like, I have to know more about this guy. So welcome to the show. Now you're on this show.
He's giving me some credit. I'm on 985 right now.
No way. It's 1950.
He exaggerates about a lot of things.
Yeah.
Especially with numbers. But welcome to the show, man.
Thanks, man. It's good to be here.
And for people who don't know, tell us what One Team Media is.
So One Team Media is a full-service digital marketing agency, but a lot of people watch the shows that we have. So we produce a handful of podcasts.
Yep.
20-something at this point. So
20-something podcasts?
Yeah, 20-something total. Yeah, and there's a few that are pretty well known in the city that we produce with Christian Kuntz, Jay Caulfield, Larry Richard. We just got Pierre McGuire added to the list, to the family.
Ryan knows I'm not a big hockey man, but even if you don't know hockey, you know Pierre McGuire.
Pierre McGuire.
Yeah, of course.
Little peel behind the curtain for oneBURGH people. Every hockey post we ever do is not him.
I have no idea. For the first couple months, I go, hey, don't screw me. Like, this is something real. And he'll go, yeah, just do it. And I go, whoa, wait. And now there's the trust level. We got it. We got the trust level.
And we can't forget Caboli and Mac.
Yes, that's a big one too.
That's a big one too.
Why the sudden interest in Pittsburgh media? Why is it happening? Why are you doing it?
Well, I think it goes back to the main company that I started 8 years ago, March 28th. 8 years. We'll celebrate 8 years on March 28th of this year. So that kind of led me to it. It was like the marketing of the Pavement Group. It's a nationwide company, and so we had to figure out how to market to the whole country, which is not traditional. You can't use anything traditional to do that. And so I ended up in the social media lane, hired an advisor, got some advice on what to do. And that's who taught me. That's who told me I should start a podcast. And I was like, who the hell wants to listen to a first-year entrepreneur?
Yeah, right.
Doesn't know what they're doing. And apparently a lot of people do because they're in similar situations, just trying to figure it out. And so when I started that show, eventually other contractors said, hey, could you guys help us with our media or our marketing? And so we started doing it for a couple other contractors, and then several entrepreneur buddies of mine were like, hey, can you help us too? So we started doing marketing for other people, and then people came and said, I want to do a podcast just like yours. And I'd built this studio in our office that was like for me, and now I barely get to use it because everybody else is using it. Yeah. So
because of the consistency of it, I would see your face just pop up as you do the scroll, and I'd be like, wonder who Hess has on today. I'm like, wait, he's like Jimmy Fallon. I'm like, who did he get? Now sometimes it's your delivery guy, sometimes it's Christian Kuntz, could be anybody. And I was like, oh, it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Or did you have an apprehension? Are you nervous in front of the camera, or was it natural for you?
At first?
Yeah.
How
bad was it?
Yeah, I think it's uncomfortable for anybody. I mean, you could go back and watch episode 1. You'd probably get a good laugh out of that.
Yeah,
good
like
thing
us.
To do. Just go to the YouTube channel and hit, oldest.
Oldest. And go, oh my God.
Yeah, it's wild, man. Like you think, they're about 30-minute
props. He was a prop comic.
They're about 30-minute episodes, and probably the first one I probably prepared for like an hour and a half. You're just overthinking it, and then you realize like nobody really gives. Like nobody cares if you mess up, or nobody even notices, and you're more relatable if you're just normal.
To every person.
Yeah.
So like when you first started helping other people, did you find that they all came with like maybe a horror story of where they went with someone else at first, or tried to do it self-produced, and that was just an overwhelming task? Did you find that kind of helped you get all these people under your umbrella?
And he asks because we're firing our complete staff after this.
Understand. Yeah, so I mean, it's a mix, right? Because a lot of people do try to produce it themselves, and they realize how difficult this whole thing is. This is not something that's easy. I mean, it takes lighting, it takes cameras, it takes people, and people don't want to manage that, especially if they have an existing business. I tell people all the time, like, don't try to get into that if you don't have to. Hire somebody else to do it, because they don't want to spend the money. Then they realize how much money they're losing in time trying to do it themselves. But I would say it's a mixed bag. Like, Christian Kuntz had an idea of starting a show. Didn't have, Christian wouldn't produce it himself. I mean, he doesn't have.
Thank God.
Yeah, he doesn't.
What would that
I don't
look
think
like?
he's got the technical skills to go out and do cameras by himself. And so he came to us and was like, "Hey, what do you think?" And I was like, "Man, I think he could be really good. Like, he has that." Kind of personality to him that's like Pat McAfee-ish, that
he's fun.
Funny, he's a good dude, very relatable, and so that was like the first business podcast, I guess.
And fun fact, we grew up in the same street.
No kidding.
Sturdy Oak Drive. Shout out if anyone's left. No one's left, but him. We were at a golf tournament, we're like, hey, Sturdy Oak. He's like, yeah. But yeah, his show, he's entertaining. He's fun.
Yeah, we've got some cool stuff going on there with the draft. So partner with the Steelers, and then through the NFL draft to do all the Western Pennsylvania legends, people that grew up here and made it to the NFL. So there's a whole series Curtis Martin, Dan Marino, Bill Cowher, all the
awesome.
all the local PA legends that have made it in the NFL. So,
but this isn't exactly like under the bushel basket. One Team Media now debuts or is bringing North Shore Studios.
Yeah,
physical location. It's on. You're bringing the heat.
Yes,
it's real.
Right next to McFadden's.
I love it.
Yeah. So we'll have a full studio there. Easy access for sports, right? You know, all the sports guys, you know, when you ask them to come to Wexford, you'd think they're driving to Erie.
Oh, of course.
So we're trying to make it a little more convenient downtown.
Yeah, but it's a presence, right?
Yeah.
And the more serious that people are taking it, the more nervous everybody's getting, which I love. That's the one team, the oneBURGH. It gets people a little nervous because it's the traditional media is in trouble, right?
Yeah.
And so things like this, even though we're having lights and a green screen in an office, that's problematic for the man.
Yeah, because
so we admire that about you.
It's not about the production quality or, you know, all of that stuff. It's about the eyeballs. Who do people actually want to listen to? And when you have, you know, competition for that wasn't the case for many decades in the media space, and now it's fractured across lots of things. I mean, any individual that has a following or can gain a following is a threat to traditional media.
Of course. So you got Cabali and Mac who are local. Pierre McGuire's doing his hockey show. Is Robbie Ink Mikowski on the network? You inked him or no?
We don't want to promote him, you know. No,
he's been here. He was on our debut episode. He's hilarious. That's what so I've always just known him as the Pirates sideline guy, and I love baseball. So like even just meeting him is a thrill. Every time I see him, I tell him I'm your #1 fan, and he goes, "Oh, you," like no one. But he's hilarious. He's wild to be with, and his knowledge of baseball is really big. So he's really a fun guy.
Yeah, he's going to have a good show. I mean, that, you know, the book that he wrote is super impressive. If you haven't seen that yet, pick it up. Sacred Grounds.
Yeah.
And so that's the show that we're launching.
So Robbie, Pierre McGuire, Larry, and again, forgive me on hockey. Who's the co-host on the hockey show with Larry?
Oh, Jay Caulfield.
Jay Caulfield. Sorry. I'm working on it. I'm trying to get better, but just talk to Ryan about hockey.
And man, the guests that those guys have had on is really cool too. That we just had Rick Tocchet on. So when the Flyers came into town, Rick Tocchet, former player.
Yeah. Oh, I love that guy. I mean, I hate that guy.
He's the coach of the Flyers.
Oh, I hate the Flyers.
But yeah, you know, some of these episodes you watch, man, you're like, this is incredible television. I mean, these guys do such a good job of interviewing them. And
just to have Larry, I mean, talk about the ultimate staple of Pittsburgh media.
No doubt.
You've got the king. I mean, there's no dethroning Larry.
Everyone knows that voice.
Everyone that's been to Heinz Field.
Everybody knows that voice.
Yeah.
You got frickin' Larry. Who's next? Tell us. Break it.
Yeah, there's a couple in the hopper.
Ken Rice is going to do his own show.
No, there's a lot of. You know, it's interesting because a lot of the Pittsburgh, you know, traditional media that were legends here are sitting on their couch. You know, they retired and they're doing nothing, and they love it. They just don't want to, you know, get up at 3 a.m. to go do it anymore, or they don't want to, you know, be on demand to go do the news anymore. And so there's a lot of conversations there.
I love it. So give us an initials.
McAfee show is moving
to one team.
If Pat wants to, we'll have him.
You're thinking about it. All right, he'll tell us.
Deal's on the table, Pat.
Right?
But anyway, keep an eye. Brian Hess, One Team Media, the most dangerous man in Pittsburgh media. Brian, look at this smile. Don't trust. Look at the camp. Don't trust that smile. The most dangerous man in Pittsburgh media. We love you, Brian. Thanks for the inspiration,
Appreciate
man.
it, man.
Brian Hess, everybody. And we'll be right back with more oneBURGH tonight.
Highest art, beautiful, breathtaking. Yinz.
I loved it. I mean, I've been seeing the billboards all over the place, you know, every half mile or so, but I don't know. Anyone that's actually gone to see it, I feel like I've done something wrong, but I enjoyed it.
Timeless, a performance that truly matters. This is what you've been waiting for. Yinz.
You know, this was really special. It really harkens back to a time before Bakery Square, a time before bike lanes, before churches were nightclubs.
See it at least once in your lifetime. Inspired by the divine. No tailgating, please. Yinz.
I had no idea what the show was about before seeing it, and now that I've seen it, I have no idea what the show was about. Andrew Carnegie, Henry Clay Frick Dream Ballet, maybe? The Doc Ellis No-Hitter Polka? Ooh, what?
The Pittsburgh dance phenomenon that celebrates over 250 years of Pittsburgh history, performed by 250 people that look like they could be your gym teacher. Chef Yinz.
And welcome back to oneBURGH Tonight inside the Shenderovich and Fishman Studios. I'm your host, Brian Carothers. My favorite time of the night. Welcome back, Private Chef Frank.
Yeah, buddy.
It always smells good when you show up.
Well, thank you.
Yes.
Always try to make it smell good and taste good for you also.
Yes. So last week, Frank brought beef Wellington.
Yes, sir.
And we were talking about me growing up in McKees Rocks, and you said that you grew up in Carrick. And
Donora.
Donora. And I said to my, oh, I don't even know what beef Wellington is.
Same here.
My mom, who watches this show and loves you, said, there's a reason we couldn't do beef Wellington. Your dad and I both worked. So, Mom, if you're watching, I'm sorry that I exposed our family for having two working parents.
Oh, such a tragedy.
There wasn't time for beef Wellington.
It wasn't on a time.
Yes.
But
so,
now.
for people who are just tuning in for the first time, Frank is available to come to your house, to come to your party, your barbecue. It's high-end, it's delicious. It's rad, it's
We
great.
do casual also. It doesn't always have to be high-end. I can do casual food. We do taco bars, brunches. Just if you want something low-key and relaxed, it's not a problem. But we do high-end also.
But every meal, and I'm 300 pounds, Frank, why does every meal potentially give me the gout that you bring in? I haven't seen a low-calorie meal on oneBURGH Tonight. So what do we bring tonight?
So tonight we have San Marzano tomato braised short ribs with a Parmesan polenta and just some sauteed green beans.
My mom never made me polenta.
Well, I grew up with an Italian grandmother, so I was privileged to have that.
Yes.
Yes.
And what is this? This is like the bird's nest. You've created like...
That's to hold everything
This
in
is
together.
the Fort Pitt of green beans.
The Fort Pitt of green beans, yes.
Yeah, so where do you start? Everything?
You want to bite, you want to try the short rib and the polenta with a little bit of the sauce, just to try to get that melody of flavors in your mouth.
I'm ready for some melody in my mouth. That's not on your business card. Is there different types of short rib?
So these are boneless short ribs, and these are a choice short rib. Yes, you cuts with a fork. It's that tender.
I was going to say, no knife?
No knife today. I braised these for 5 hours today just to make sure they're nice and tender, and you see the end product.
Normally, I share this with the crew when you leave.
Not today.
This one hit. This is it. Wow, man.
Good thing I brought some extra for them.
Yeah, of course. And then what's the sauce on it?
That's just the natural sauce. So that's the San Marzano tomatoes, the mirepoix, which is carrot, onion, celery, a little garlic, rosemary, and a weak beef stock. And I just braised it all for 5 hours.
5 hours?
5 hours. Low and slow.
We're worth it.
You were definitely worth it.
See, I would just start ripping this apart. I would never think make the green bean wall.
The Fort Pitt green bean wall. That's why you're not a private chef.
That's right.
That's why you're a TV host.
That's right. When my mom's crying at home right now watching this, saying to my dad, we tried our best. We couldn't give him braised short rib.
But
Frank,
you have it now.
We have it now, and all's well that ends well. We got to bring my mom in for one of the segments.
I would love to cook for her.
Oh, she's fun to cook for.
All right, let's do it.
Because she is the everything. Well, everything is fabulous, but she is like times 10 everything.
That's how mom should be cooking.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right. Frank, where can we find more information about you, where we can find, I know you're all over the oneBURGH page.
All over the oneBURGH page, social. My website's at www.privatecheffrankt.com.
We're going to put it right here.
Perfect.
Or right here. Or here. Or there.
Or my Facebook and Instagram's Private Chef Frank, or my phone number is 412-722-3632.
Well, we gave out his phone number. Frank, delicious, man. Thank you as always.
Appreciate
Private
you.
Chef Frank, everybody. Well, how about this segue? We'll be right back with the Screaming Lady.
Power loss? Don't let this happen. Make this happen with a home standby Honeywell generator by Generac from Air Pro Heating and Cooling. Protect your home. Call someone you know. Call Air Pro Heating and Cooling about Honeywell home generators.
Welcome back to That's a Lot. I'm your host, Brian Carothers, broadcasting live from West Liberty Avenue here in Pittsburgh. Our guest, Taylor Fournier from Jeep of Pittsburgh. Good day, Taylor.
Good afternoon, Brian. Welcome back to That's a Lot.
Hey, I was thinking about you.
Did
you know that every year you produce enough spit to fill 2 standard bathtubs?
Now wait just a minute. Is that true, or this wouldn't be That's a Lot?
That's true. You yourself,
Wow.
whether you're chewing gum or you have mints, you
Now, what if I
spit,
told you this,
man?
Brian? We are the one and only true Pittsburgh buy or lease center for all of your Jeep, Chrysler, Dodge needs, with over 50 Grand Cherokees in stock, with over 50 Compasses in stock. I see 8 Wranglers coming off the truck right now. What do you think about that?
I think 5 million earthquakes happen every year.
And that's
a lot.
A lot.
In our ads, you won't see a disclaimer in tiny print at the bottom of your screen because we don't need one.
Our message is simple. Our success rate is 99.7%. And when we win for you, our fee is only 25%. And that's the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
If you've been injured, call us. At Shenarovich and Fishman.
We really do have your back, not your wallet.
I wonder how much my roof would cost. TVRoofer.com? Wow, that's it, not bad.
TVRoofer.com. 0% financing for 24 months? Sign me up.
Wow, getting a roofing estimate has never been so easy.
Has your roof been on your mind lately? Take advantage of EAS Roofing's easy-to-use roofing calculator.
Welcome back to oneBURGH Tonight. I'm Brian Carothers alongside Ryan McBride, the great one. What a night here on oneBURGH inside the Shenderovich and Fishman studios. Well, look, we have a very special guest tonight. Cassie Gillen is here, and she is known as the Screaming Lady. Cassie, welcome to oneBURGH.
Nice to be here. Thank you for having.
Look at the jewelry. Is that a real emerald?
No.
Okay, don't. We want you to be protected with the jewelry.
That was
welcome.
one from the movie Titanic.
That was the lady went and got it. Cassie, so for people who don't know, you're the Screaming Lady.
Yes.
Here's how I've interpreted it, and tell me if I have it right. Every Sunday, you, along with a group of screamers, go to Point State Park by the fountain, and to reduce anxiety, depression, anxiousness, you scream as loud as you can at the water. How's that?
95%, 96.
What'd I miss?
Well, it's not at the water, it's out into the water.
Okay.
Water is free flowing. It ebbs and tides. It goes and it comes back. So we release. We have a scream where we release, and then we have a scream where we want something to bring to us for the week.
So give us an example. Give Ryan and I an example of that. How do you give, and then how do you receive?
Well, we do 3 screams. The first one is just to scream, because why not? Like, woo woo.
Let loose. Are they angry screams, or are they friendly screams?
Anything you want. As loud, as softly as you want. It can be as aggressive as you want. It can be as fun. You can just laugh.
What do you do? What's your favorite type of scream? Because you seem like a very, very outgoing personality, gregarious, fun.
I try to project how I want to be in life.
Okay.
That's what you see.
Yeah. And look at the getup. I love it.
Oh, thank you. It's so funny. I get recognized like just out. People are like, "Are you the Scream Lady?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
You recognize Cassie?
I do now.
Yeah, we do now. Of course.
But I just scream everything. And sometimes I scream. Can you swear?
Of course. Go for it. The
Like,
camera. Oh, yeah. Right. Do you want to scream? Ryan has a camera. Do you want to scream?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Just try it.
Go ahead.
What should I scream? Should I scream?
Whatever you feel like.
My mom watches this show.
Oh.
Or
It's my first swear word.
Or, whoever you particularly don't
What about
like
you?
in the world, you scream their name.
You don't like their name.
A certain someone in the world, if you don't want to scream their name, you can scream it.
So you scream it first. It could be any scream, a warm-up.
Any scream, yeah.
Then what's the next scream?
while you're there, and it could be your job, a relationship, somebody you're upset with, or life in general, politics.
A lot of people yell about Trump.
Well, yeah.
A lot of
like
Trump
I said,
yelling.
there's certain people names you want to yell out. And
Oh,
you
right,
can.
like Donald
Yeah.
Trump. People.
Hey, I don't
He causes
judge.
a lot of
I don't-
anxiety.
yeah, he does. Yeah, there's a lot, and
And you just get there and you see people go, I am impotent.
yeah. But hey, yeah, you know. But yeah, it's a lot of fun, and it's very interesting to hear what people yell. So.
What are some of the craziest things you've heard people scream out?
Well, somebody did scream, F my life, and I felt kind of, and then a lot of them just scream, and there's a gentleman that comes down. He's so cool. I don't judge. I don't care if you have 1 leg or 40 legs. I don't care what color you are. I don't care how you identify. I don't care what you wear. I don't care about anything. As long as
So
you
if
come down
a
and scream.
40-legged black
Yeah.
man in overalls shows up, you're fine.
You're fine. Everyone's welcome at the point,
Good.
except my ex. Don't show up.
Oh, we scream his name. What's his name?
I'm not. No.
We're not even saying I hate him.
Get out of here, Dave.
But yeah, so
Is it Dave?
there's only one. Yeah, but everyone's welcome. I don't judge because I've been judged in life, and I know how it is. And it's everybody can come, and he's very boisterous, and I love it. And he just gets out this gut-wrenching yell, and I mean, it's a yell. You can hear it in Ohio.
It's orgasmic.
It's yeah. And I'm like, you go, dude. Yeah, like I love that. Yeah.
Okay, so you scream at first to warm up, then you scream something that's on your mind that's bothering you, why you came here.
Yep.
And then what?
The third one is what you want to bring into your life for the upcoming week.
Ryan, what would you
month.
think you'd scream like you'd need in your life right now? Just look at the camera and scream.
I could go for a beer. I'll take a beer.
Where's my 97-year-old with heart issues and money?
Oh, that could be good.
Yeah.
You get a lot of beer with that.
There's a lot of beer waiting for you.
Certain.
Yeah. Let me ask you this. Okay, so we get the idea. Are there people walking by who are just exercising? They're generally just confused
Yes.
by your group.
Yes, and
Okay.
a lot of it in the last couple weeks, we've gotten people just sitting on the because the fountain's not up and running just yet.
Yes.
So they're sitting on the edge of it, and then they'll come over on the second or third scream and want to join.
Oh, they join.
Yeah, they join in and scream.
fun.
I've had
We should go.
bikers.
We should scream.
I've had bikers stop that are biking around and then they just stop. I had some lady from Germany. It was, I think, November. They were down there taking pictures, and she's like, "Oh, what you?" And I'm like, told her the concept,
scream
and
in
she
German?
screamed. She screamed something. I'm sure it was in German because I didn't understand it.
Sure.
But I was like, "You go, girl!" Yeah. So I welcome everybody. Everyone's
How
welcome.
many people do you have down there with you normally?
Well-
One on average, like one?
There was for a couple weeks, just me and Coco. It's been rough. I have a lot of followers, and I've only been doing this since pretty much Labor Day weekend.
Okay.
I had you get 10, you get 2, you get 9, you get 3, then you get 10. It's always, and then we got colder, and
Oh yeah, the weather.
and then nobody was showing up, and so it's just me and Coco for weeks, and that's a little.
I would think that it's like if I had to park my car at the Hilton and then walk all the way to the point to the fountain, I'd rethink my entire life on that walk.
It's not that bad.
Where did I get from point A to the point
Yeah.
with Cassie screaming
Yeah.
into the river
Yeah.
out of exhaustion?
Well, it is. Well, with all the snow, it was trying. But it's free on Sundays, which is why I chose the point in downtown versus the north side, especially with the draft coming up. It's just crazy.
Do the police come? They hear people screaming?
no,
they think there's
but,
an assault?
Well, I did talk to the Rangers back when I first did it, and I got the ins and the outs. And when I grow to hundreds, which come on down. I hope it's next week. I do have to eventually, tell somebody, more official like. But now
now it's just a hobby. It's like throwing frisbee at the point. You can just do it.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, kind-ish, but not. As long as we're respectful, we're not, harming anybody that's down there, and we're, being good citizens of the earth, which everyone should be. We can do it.
What's distracting about seeing 20 people scream F Donald Trump at the point?
More the merrier the welcome. Let's do 100. Let's do 200. I think it's when it's.
This needs the McBride bump.
Yes.
If Ryan shows up, he'll bring 20 people.
I could get there.
Yeah, please. I have.
Which river do you yell at?
Oh,
yeah.
The Allegheny. The Allegheny. only because it's facing the stadium. We, you know,
You want to send it to the Steelers in case they make it
yeah.
back.
Well,
Sell the team
there were,
bomb!
yeah. Seriously, come on, what the hell?
Yeah.
There were a few, and then there were a few screams where we would scream, and then you know, we've had 40,000 people sometimes scream with us because I mean, happens to be during the game, but I'll take a scream no matter how I can get it.
Well, how have you
I'm
not been
shameful.
featured during like the CBS flyover, like when they go, Greg Gumbel goes like, and there's beautiful Market Square. There's 3 people screaming Bob Nutting.
I would take that.
Yeah, that'd be a great shout out for you.
I've seen a couple things. I've seen some of the. There was a right around November, one of the big games. There was somebody out by the Mr. Rogers statue. I saw of doing it. I couldn't tell who it was, but I saw a camera. So
you could have been on.
I might have been in the background screaming. We could be famous. They don't even know.
What do you think of that Mr. Rogers statue? Probably the worst statue we have in this building. It does not resemble Mr. Rogers at all, right?
I love the concept, and I love that they gave the man love, but does not look like him.
Do you ever want to scream at it? That doesn't look like Fred Rogers.
Let's throw that in the river and get it replaced.
Yes, wow.
The man deserves a true statue.
That should be something you scream. Hey, Cassie, thank you for being here. The Screaming Ladies will be found every Sunday.
Come down and scream.
We were just hoping. I hope we're not imposing.
No.
Would you scream for us?
Yes, I would love to. So when you do it's 3 breaths in and 3 breaths out, and you always hold your hands up because you want to release things from your body. So we don't really have to do the breath, but on 3 we can scream.
Oh, we're all screaming.
Are you going to scream?
I'll scream.
Let's
if
scream. You scream? Come on, let's
Jordan's
scream.
going to scream, our producer. How about you, Chris, the sound man? Or are you going to monitor? This is bad for audio, Cassie, but we don't care.
Should I do this?
Sure you hold the mic right up to your face.
Yeah, I hope you break all the equipment. All right,
Should I do this?
The hands are up. All right.
Ready? 1,
2. This is Ryan's last show. He's fired. Cassie, thank you so much.
Thank you for
This was
having
great.
me.
Cassie, the Screaming Lady, everybody.
I've
And
been
Ryan's
fired.
last show. And we'll be right back with more oneBURGH tonight.
Pierogies disease is a real medical condition where scar tissue causes a man's to severely bend. It affects millions of men across the United States, and here in Pittsburgh, we've discovered a not-so-rare regional variant. It's called Pierogies disease. In this condition, your is shaped like a pierogi. Researchers believe it develops after years of exposure to church fish fries and even tailgates.
Dad, I just found out I have it.
I know you have it because it runs in our family. I have it. Your pap has it. His pap had it. I don't want my to be shaped like a pierogi.
If you or someone you love is suffering from Pierogies disease, speak to a doctor. They'll understand because they or someone they love has it too.
Is there a cure?
Son, there's no cure. This is Pittsburgh. The rivers aren't straight, the roads aren't straight, and our aren't straight.
Wear your blue ribbon to show your support. Pierogies disease. You're not alone.
All right, that does it for oneBURGH tonight. Thanks for watching. Next week, a show entirely dedicated to March Hair Madness. The battle for scalp supremacy in Pittsburgh is on. Baldies versus hair. I can't wait. Plus, coming up, more of oneBURGH tonight in the following weeks. Kurt Angle and Bill Mazeroski's grandson is going to join us. Can't wait. So for everybody here at oneBURGH tonight, I'm Brian Carothers. Good night.
Now I'm over here.
Oh no, Ryan!